Hello, my single solitary viewer, and welcome to what I hope is a quick tutorial on how to optimize your sounds using a Sony Vegas. A lot of you who I make recorded rounds with don't really know how or where to find the plugins or where to use them and how, and it's a little bit tricky at first, but it's not more difficult than pure visual editing. So what we need, of course, is a clip. We don't need an hour worth of footage, so we're just going to delete some of that. There you go. And there you go. There you go. That's better. All right, so that was a game, of course, that I played yesterday with Bluest and the Slother, and we got demolished because we're bad. But, of course, the footage here is just there so you can see how it works. So the first thing to show you, of course, is visually you can tell that if you look at how large the sound appears, you can tell that the Minecraft sounds, or actually the sounds of my teammates, is a lot louder than my voice, which is down here, the mono track.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, let me put the diamond back in there, too. Oh, well, Soft might have it, but I put it back.
The what?
The anvil.
So you heard a little bit. I was talking there. You can't really tell, but I was talking. And my voice is so low compared to my team that you don't hear it. So obviously I need to do something about this. So the first thing you can do is normalize. Normalize will raise the volume of the track until the highest point is 0 dB. Of course, the highest point, in my case, I'm a bit of a screamer, so you can tell that I talk normally, and then suddenly I scream, and it goes out, you know, through the roof. Did we like have this. Any... Ah! Shit! So, yeah, that's what it looks like. So, the rest of the time, my voice is all tiny and low. You're going to enchant me? That's very nice. Oh, I found diamonds.
Nice.
So that, and so we need more than that. We need more than normalize. We need something that would reduce the volume of the really high peaks so that we can raise the volume of the track as a whole. And as it turns out, there's something that does that, and it's called a compressor. So... there's a track compressor right here. There you go. It's in the default plugins that you find usually on the track. There you go, the track FX. So we can see that my voice is about at roughly minus 30 decibels. That's very, very low. That's not loud at all. That's in fact, it's extremely not loud. So it definitely needs a whole lot of help. So we're gonna activate the compressor. In fact, we're probably going to need more than the compressor. That's how low my voice is. And we're going to try to... We're going to need this into a limiter, a soft limiter. And probably with the thresholds that is much lower, like roughly around 30 decibels. And, yeah, a limiter is a compressor that is very, very high. So normally the compressor is just going to be a little bit of compression, about between 1 and 3 and 5 maybe of compression, the ratio. But here with the soft limiter, we're going to 25. That's the default of the preset for the soft limiter, 25. Let's see how that sounds. Are we still extremely much lower than the teammates?
Before you die.
Yeah. Though a free head is not bad either. So we're still the volume is still very low. We're gonna punch in auto gain compensation on the track compressor. See if that helps. We might
before you die.
And such. Yeah. Though a free head is not bad either. It helped just a tiny bit, but we're probably gonna need more. So what we're gonna do is gonna get a different type, and there's the dynamics here. Dynamics means it's something that plays with the volume dynamics. So how dynamic is the sound, which includes how low are the lows and how high and how loud are the louds. And so we're going to be playing with that here. So we're going to add the graphic dynamics plugin, and we're going to go play with that. And we're going to tell him, you know, we're going to maximize the volume here. There you go. And we're going to put it before the track compressor, and we're going to see, is that going to do? Is that going to do? We might
before you die.
And such. Yeah. Though a free head is not bad either. Yeah, I'll take it, you know. That sounds weird. That sounds weird. Is that one? Though a free head is not bad either. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna choose maximize the volume. We're gonna deactivate the compressor actually completely, and we're just gonna select maximize the volume with gain compensation, and then instead of the track compressor, we're gonna add in dynamics. And we're going to limit the levels to minus 6 dB, which is also a limiter. Like you can see the ratio of compression is infinite, so it's maximally compressed. But except this time, it's going to be set at a maximum volume of minus 6 dB. And the loudest volume on a YouTube video is 0 dB, and that's really too loud. It's uncomfortable for people. So minus 6 dB is a good target to go to. Let's see how that sounds. Free head is not bad either. I'll take it, you know. So at this point, yeah, my voice starts to sound the same volume as my teammates.
For what he didn't.
Yep, we might find some diamonds and such, yeah. Though a free head is not bad either. Yeah, I'll take it, you know. So usually, for a lot of you out there, it's going to be the reverse. You're going to need to adjust the sound of your teammates because you're much lower than they are. But that's where we go, and that's through compression here. And it was the graphic dynamics, or Express FX dynamics and graphic dynamics with the preset was maximize volume with gain compensation, and of course limit levels to minus 6 dB. Now I tend to really like to limit the volume of my videos to minus 6 dB. And the way I ensure to do that is I use the master effects. And that's the overall master volume of all the tracks combined, whether it's music, whether it's if I have 5 or 6 tracks of sound, they're all adjustable through the master volume. So the master volume, you could, if you were like, put the output fader down to all the way 0 and mute your entire video if you wanted. But what I do is I add the FX dynamics, add OK, and I say limit the levels of everything to minus 6 dB. And now at this point, even in the parts where I scream very, very loud, it should be fine. So let's take a listen.
I don't know what they have. Oh Jesus! Behind you, Floose.
What? Ah! How dare they? Oh, that hurt. Actually, that bow pretty much killed me. So what happened is you saw here in the peaks, when I scream, it goes very, very loud, the normal track. But if you looked at the output meter, it was all at roughly the same volume. Whether the teammates talk, I talk, or I scream, everything is at about the same volume.
Over
Are they down there or what?
I don't know what they have. Oh Jesus! Behind you, Floose.
What? Ah! How dare they? Oh, that hurt. Actually, that bow pretty much killed me.
That's Maverick.
All right. Let's. I just want to quickly check. Okay. So what happens is because we had to lower the not lower, but I mean raise the volume of my vocal track so high that if I press play and just have my own voices open, you can hear and you can see it on the output meter over here at minus 45 dB. There's all this background noise, this air noise, because, you know, I had to raise the volume so much. So let's see if we can insert yet another something inside the track, and it's called a noise gate. So a noise gate selects a certain volume. So by default, it selects minus 20, but we're going to go ahead and put that at minus 32 because that's where we calculated the noise was. And that it's going to mute all the sounds that are below minus 32. And now you can see you can't hear it at all. Whoa, that was a meteor. And as you can see, you can't hear the background noise anymore. So that noise gate was a little bit too hard though for me. I don't like this one. So I'm gonna remove it. And I'm gonna again go to the graphic dynamics add, okay? Because there's a type of noise gate, there you go, that I prefer, and it's a soft noise gate below -36, and it's not as harsh as the one we just heard. I just have to put it before the other one, and there you go. And let's see how that one sounds. It doesn't fully remove the background noise, but it dims it to -50, roughly -50, and that's much lower.
Whoa, that was a meteor.
If you can still hear the little background noise at -50 dB, you have godly hearing, especially when the main volume is usually at around -6 dB, which is really a comfortable place to be. Most of the time, a lot of videos will have, for the recorded rounds and stuff, if you just take the default volume at which your computer records, it's often going to be at -20 dB or something like that, which is significantly less loud, and is not optimal for your YouTube videos, because you want people to be able to hear your video, whether they're playing on a mobile or on a tablet or on a computer while they're listening to Pandora or something. So no matter what's the situation, you want them to be able to hear your video, and that's how you do it. Basically, that was it in a nutshell. Compression. I use the compression that's found in FX Dynamics, whether it's the limiter, like limit levels, or just a compression, or normalize your track. There you go, normalize, and stuff. By the way, if you're using Sony Vegas on your video track, always go to Properties and make sure Disable Resample is selected. And that's going to be a visual improvement when you render the video. There isn't going to be like ghosts appearing on sudden movements, and you're not going to have ghosting appear on your videos, because there won't be any resampling. So yeah, make sure you use your plugins over here in your Vegas or in your Sony experience, and try to have a total volume at around -6. So a lazy way of doing it might be simply increasing the output fader, but you have a chance of having something that clips like this. If the part where I scream goes over 0 dB, that's how you get the memes that go and the sound clips and it distorts. So you want to actually avoid that unless you're memeing. Anyway, that's it. Hope it helps. I know I'm not really a tutorial guy. I just wanted to help you out just a little bit. Hopefully the tutorial is coherent. If not, hey, I'll remove it, make a better one, and hey, we'll go from there. Anyways, hope it helps, and see you around.